Hey everyone, this is Rainy Day and I have an exciting video that I would like to share with you all. So, first of all, I got a new skin, so that's pretty cool. But another thing I'd like to share is this is kind of like an official update video for AllianceCraft, the new series that I'm doing. So, if you could, I have my render distance on pretty low because I don't want anybody knowing anything past there. I have very strict rules when it comes to people who are added to the realm. I keep telling them that they're not allowed to go out of spawn because I really don't want anybody seeing the buildings yet until it starts, and that would possibly give them an unfair advantage if they knew where everything was. Because the whole point of this is kind of like an exploration thing, and I've been making a lot of buildings and stuff around here. So we have, I'm going to start out by showing you guys what the spawn looks like. And I don't think that the spawn is done yet, but at least what it looks like so far. So we have this little lighthouse right here, which is going to act as like the main central point. Oh no. Okay. So this lighthouse is acting as the main central point. We have a rule book in here, but I'm not going to get to the rules later, or I might end up doing it in another video. But just to keep in mind, keep inventories on, fire tick is off, so this is going to be pretty forgiving. Here's the map so far of what the world looks like. I don't want anybody going past, like, you know, the outer boundaries of the map. So yeah, we have a few buildings that I've made that you might be able to see right now on the map. So we kind of have this central point with all these signs laid out. So we have an alliance leader notifications, which is where the alliance leaders, when it comes to that point, this is where they'll put their notifications, or saying, like, you know, saying things like, I would like to declare war on this other alliance, or anything like that, or I would like to request a truce. But, so with normal notifications, anybody can post to this board. This is things like, I'm not going to be able to play for a few days, or I'm going on vacation, or anything like that. Now, announcements, this is something that I'll be posting on. This is any important announcements, that, like events, updates, anything like that. Now, right here, these are all the rule books. They're each 33 pages. And I kind of made the rule books at the beginning, so there are a few things that will be changed. And I really don't want to redo those entire rule books, but so up to 2 players will be able to go solo. And I said that there would be 3 alliances with 4 people in each. But because of realms and the restrictions, and because creating a schedule might be a little bit unfair for some, what I'm going to do is just make it 2 alliances of 4 people. So there will be 2 alliances of 4 people and 2 people who will go solo. So it's the exact number of people who can be in a realm at a time, which is 10. Yeah, so let's go up this way, and thank you so much to CutieCams06 who set up these shops. And so we're using emeralds as currency. And I'm just going to say right now, it's going to be pretty tough to find emeralds, considering that none of this is in extreme hills, and there are no villages nearby. So yeah. The shops are going under some renovations because of a little issue that we found out, but I'll get to that stuff later. There's an ore shop up here, and there's a bed, in case you need to reset your spawn point here for whatever reason. There's that. I'm just going to fly up this way to the top of the lighthouse. So up here, you know, the stairs just come up here, and then you can go up this ladder. You'll be, oh nice, it's daytime, but you'll be at the top of the lighthouse, and I have a beacon right there, so you won't be too lost, I guess. From most points in the map, you can see the lighthouse. Now, over here, we have something else that Kitty Cam's made, which was a nice, like, blacksmith area where you can get armor and you can get weapons. So, now, she also made this awesome pool right there and this cherry blossom thing. We're not sure if we want to keep this, but I'll talk about that later. So over here, here are the people who have helped out with this so far. Well, there's me. There's CutieCams06 who built most of the spawn. There's my friend DivergentKirito, or Skeptics if you know him on YouTube. He built this fountain, so that's cool. There's Frostbite, 005, who did help out with the lighthouse. He told me that it would look better with clay instead of the redstone blocks I had here before, and he actually replaced the entire thing, so props to him. And then we have my friend sitonthemelon. Just have to say, that's one of the most awesome usernames ever. He did point out the trading issue, because there was a way to get infinite emeralds, which is why I'm not actually showing these shops yet, because CutieCams06 is working on the issue right now. But over here, we have the players, or everybody who's going to be in the series. Here's CutieCams, or Cammy. Here's Hannah, or Selly, who's Demonic Selly. There's Nora, or Stormy, who's Stormy, or Stormette0724. Liam/Skeptics, who is DivergentKirito. He's the guy who helped out with the fountain over there. sitonthemelon, so I don't know if he wants me to use his real name, but I'm going to ask and all that stuff. He was the one who helped out with the trading. Steven Frostbite005 helped out with the clay on the lighthouse. And then a few other people who are going to be in the series are going to be Legend R PvP, Shroom3, and Snickers24. I'll be asking them about all the details and everything, and Cammy is going to help me with the armor stands because she knows like a bunch of crazy command block stuff. But oh, there's a crafting table random crafting table right here. So the banners above them, they're X's right now, but that'll actually change starting like week 2 because it's actually going to show their alliance. Now, there are 2 people who are going to be going solo, so theirs is just going to remain as an X. Also, Cammy made this awesome statue, which is kind of cool. So, one more thing I want to talk about with this pool. Since I'm actually talking about this pool, well, she made this little like tree farm here. But anyways, when she made this pool, she made a diving board that was this tall. And I decided to add a diving board that was a little bit smaller and a diving board that was just slightly taller. Now, you could just wait like 3 painful minutes for me to climb all the way to the top, but I installed this button right here so you can just teleport up here. Isn't that convenient? Whee! Wait. At first I thought I wasn't even going to land in the pool. So yeah, I don't want to show too much of the terrain yet, because I want that to be a surprise for now. But that's pretty much all there is for this update video. Oh wait, rules. Okay, I'll be going over the rules real quick, or how this is going to work. So all the advanced information is in the books right here. So anybody who's in the series, you know, when you get on the realm, you can just read a book if you want to know everything. But week 1 is going to be a grace period. So this means nobody can kill each other. I'm going to turn PvP off. I'd rather not I'd rather not have people like pranking each other, because this is just going to be like a normal kind of solo survival week. You can update as much as you want. If you don't have a YouTube channel, it's still okay. You can still play if you don't have a YouTube channel. But there's also going to be no raiding, and I'll get into that later. But week 2 is just going to be the Alliance week. So there's going to be 2 Alliance leaders. And then I'm going to be, I'll be on the realm at, I would say, probably anywhere between 6 and 7 a.m. EST. So Eastern Standard Time is what I'm going to be using when I'm talking about events and raids and stuff like that. So, anyways, I'll be up early, like 6 or 7 EST, to help out the people who want to be Alliance leaders. So it's kind of like first come, first serve. So 2 people will get to be Alliance leaders, and if you arrive after that, then you will get to be, you can join an alliance, or you can choose to go solo, but only 2 people can go solo. Now, a few other things I want to talk about. Okay, so we have week 3, which is the raiding week. Now, there's going to be like different relationships between the 2 alliances. They'll start out as neutral, but they can change. So they might be truced, or they could be at war. Now, with neutral, you can, with neutral, you can kill players in a neutral alliance. So if you're in the other alliance and the alliances are neutral, then you can kill the players in the other alliance, and you could also prank them, but you're not allowed to raid any of their bases. If they're at war, you can't prank them, but you can kill them and raid their bases. And if they're truced, then you can prank them, but you can't kill them or raid them. So the way that raiding works is you get to go into their base and basically take stuff. Like, you can steal from them. Just please try to keep the grief minimalized. If that's a word, right? Minimalized. Just try not to grief them too much, because the point of a raid is you're trying to steal things, not necessarily make them have to rebuild their entire base, which would be a huge pain. Just don't be that one person who dumps lava buckets everywhere and, completely tears up their walls. Just don't be that one person, okay? I should probably add that griefing isn't really allowed either, like any griefing at all. But if people, if we have somebody who's breaking a lot of rules, then I've kind of come up with a funny punishment for them. If it gets really bad, of course, I'll just have to remove them from the series or something. But otherwise, I have kind of an interesting punishment in mind. And the punishment is anybody can grief their base as much as they want for a set amount of time. Maybe like a week, maybe 2 weeks, anything like that. And if they're constantly, disrupting things in their own alliance, then the alliance leader might choose to kick them out. So anyways, the next thing I want to talk about is after week 3, week 4 is just going to be another grace period. This is like sort of a recovery period. So nobody's allowed to kill or prank or raid each other. Alliances will remain, and the relationship between the 2 alliances is set back to neutral. Now, something else I should probably add. During week 4, or during the recovery weeks, the alliance relationships can't change at all. They'll just be neutral during those. But, so when they can change, both leaders have to agree to a truce. but just one leader could declare war. I'm just going to leave the rain for now. So, anyways, after that, it's going to be week 5, or weeks 5 and 6. Now, during these 2 weeks, these 2 weeks are going to be like more rating periods. Like, it's kind of the same as week 3, except we're going to add something new, and that is battles. So if the two alliances are at war and they both agree to a battle, then they'll have a battle at maybe a certain scheduled time. I would really like to know when that scheduled time is, because I'd like to film the battle, so just let me know somehow when you're planning on having a big war or a big battle, and so I'll announce it beforehand. Now, people who aren't in an alliance aren't allowed to fight in a battle. And another rule about going solo is anybody can raid you whenever raiding is allowed. So you're kind of at war with everyone. But also, don't worry, I'm kind of getting to the end of this, but week 7, after all that crazy stuff happens, there's going to be kind of the fun conclusion wrap-up week. And during this week, it's going to be set to peaceful. PvP is not allowed. Prankings are... I can't speak today. Pranking is still allowed, but killing and raiding are not allowed. And another thing I want to bring up is at the end of the week, I'm probably going to start it on a Saturday and end it on a Sunday just for school purposes and that sort of thing. But on the Sunday at the end of that week, I'm going to be live streaming a party we're going to have on the realm. So that'll be fun. We might do a bunch of crazy stuff. We might, play a few games. There's going to be lots of fireworks. Oh, and also during week 7, it's going to be permanently sunset. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. There's a lot more advanced rules, but all of those rules are covered in the book. So, I'm really excited to get this series started. I should also bring up that we just need one more player. To start it, we have 9 players, and we just need one more player to be able to make this happen. So, if you're interested in joining, please let me know either by email or in the comments. I put my email on the other video, but in case you missed that, my email is rainydaymc@gmail.com, and I'll put that on the screen right now. So yeah, also, if you missed the other video, I'll put the annotation on the screen so you can click it, and you can go and watch the other video. So here, I'll put it right here. So here's the first video. I was still trying to figure out what I was doing with the series. But yeah. Anyway, that's all that there is to talk about this video. I really can't wait for this series to start. It's going to be a huge deal, and I've never really done anything like this before. I'm so glad I was able to get as many people as I did to do this series. But yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to see AllianceCraft in the future, and like if you like this video. That's how likes work, right? Oh, and yeah, and comment if you have any questions, or email me, or whatever. You get the point. Bye!